Hey everyone, welcome back to Breaklight Productions. My name is Curtis Lambert and today we're reacting to a viewer suggested video for Revenge Derana. So let's check it out. Ooh, that's cool. Awesome camera movement. Damn. Ooh, look at those LEDs. Nice backlighting. Oh, that's a sick shot. Eye lights. Very nice. Oh, those flares though. Oh. Okay, this is interesting how they've overexposed this sort of story elements. Nice Dutch angle, reveal, yep. Great camera movement. Hell yeah. God, so many flares. It's great. Look at those beams of light you're getting. That's awesome. And yeah, looks like they're just like LED strips. Oh, that was a good shot. Yeah, they're just... I don't know what type of LED strips those are, but very cool. And then they're obviously getting the flares off of some bigger, like, sort of spotlights up above. Good energy on the editing as well. Nice. And I love the difference in color tones between what's story and what's performance. Like the performance has this overwhelming like blue lighting. That's... oh! Hell, oh! That was great timing, getting the spin in slow-mo and then speed ramping it. Oh, great work. Good transition. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. And that's just, yeah, like shooting on a black background and fusing the shots together. Super simple to do. Well, you could either, actually, now that I've said that, you could either sort of split it or you could overlay it. Damn. Ooh. Damn, that backlighting though. Very cool. Very cool. Alright. This is, by the way, my first video of the day since coming back. I was basically up sort of in the outback for a week working on an advertisement. So apologies if my brain isn't like in reactor mode yet, but this was awesome. Really, so just off the bat, like the editing was awesome. Kept to the beat while also keeping energy and some really just understanding when to slow things down and when to speed them up. So there's that great bit which I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find straight off the bat, but where the drummer like arms go up in slow mo, and then when they come down, they've sped it back up again. So that's really cool, because often what you would see in those situations is just a like keeping it slow mo for the whole thing or whatever. But the fact that the editor was willing to go in and like this part slow for the build up, now speed it up, now slow it, like shows that they put a lot more thought into it than what some other editors would, which is awesome to see. Cinematography, incredible. Not only really interesting shots, but really beautiful shots as well. I'll touch on lighting wise in a bit, but like just when they're sort of waking up and looking at each other. Now, I could see in their eyes that that's just natural light, but that natural light is still an eye light. And so doesn't matter that it's just a window, and it's not like we set up this light specifically to do whatever. Like the fact that that's there is so beautiful. Like, I mean, yeah, just like look at their eyes, man. Like it's gorgeous. And as we've spoken about before, like if you want your characters to feel alive, have an eye light. If you want them to feel dead, you remove any eye light, because it sort of removes that, like, not to sound like a hippie or anything, but eyes are windows to the soul. So by removing any eye light, that's, how you make a character look scary or whatever. But yeah, and really soft lighting in those close-ups as well. We've then got so many Dutch angles. I love it. But what I love is, like, take for example this shot of him sort of coming to a realization. Like, first off, depth of field is wild. I love it. But again, music videos are all about, if your music video is telling a story, it is all about visual storytelling. So how I know sort of what's going on in this character's head and what he's contemplating, what he's thinking about, is from this simple camera movement mixed with his acting. Now, if it was just a plain old shot from the get-go of like him just sitting there, looking despondent, I would just think, oh, he's sad or whatever. But the camera movement conveys to us that he's coming to a realization. We see it sort of moving in, starting on a Dutch angle, and then coming around like he's sort of unsure, and then slowly he realizes what he must do. That's beautiful, beautiful storytelling through nothing but visuals. And that's what you got to do. The band shots are awesome. We got so many flares. We got flares on flares here. And to which I would think, because there's so many flares, that and these real streaky ones as well, which I love, I would presume that we're shooting on an anamorphic lens. I could be wrong about that, but typically seeing that type of flare, I'm like, yeah, that's most definitely an anamorphic lens. Um, Nice backlighting on those band performance shots as well. There is definitely some like side lighting as well. Don't get me wrong, like there's definitely something in front of them, but I love that backlighting. Both of the LEDs, which we see at the beginning, like oh my god, so cool. Um, but then also those big sort of spotlights behind them, which really just separate them from the background. And just again, if you want cool flares, that's how you do it. You get your lights in the back of your subject, and every time you sort of try and half block that light with that subject, you're gonna get some interesting flair in there and such. So yeah, really, really cool. I also love how the sort of story stuff, like there's the moments with her almost as though they're like a memory, purposefully overexposed. Like if you look when they're sitting at that piano, if you look at that background, that's overexposed as hell. But it adds this layer to it of like of is this a memory? Which I think it is. Um because they've also blurred it a bit, like they're not perfectly in focus, so it's like sort of again through visual storytelling conveying how memory is. Memories are imperfect, they're a bit out of focus, they're a bit overexposed. Again, yeah, such a great way of conveying it. And like I could be wrong on that front, maybe it isn't a memory, but it at least, yeah, like it evokes that from me. And because we see a lot of the in focus stuff is like him alone, I would presume that, yeah, that's you know part of the whole point of it. um but yeah, what else can we talk about? I do feel like there's some artificial grain over the top. I can't 100% say yes or no to that, but I believe there is. And also, these sort of black background shots, as we've spoken about before, super cut and dry. You could do that two ways. So the first way you could do it is by framing it up a particular way, and then you just overlay the shots onto each other. Or if you didn't do it perfectly, or whatever, you can stitch the shots together by just actually masking around the, let's say with the one where he has him on both sides, they could have put two sort of stitches either side of him, and then added those shots on the sides. So you could do it like that, or that they could have framed it up that particular way and just overlaid the shots in post. Either way works. It really just like comes down to your shot composition on the day, and when you get it into editing, if it lines up or not. But yeah, super cool, super dark as well. But hey, we're all here for that. But yeah, really awesome recommendations. So thank you for recommending them. If there's any other For Revenge music videos that you want me to check out, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.